Companies like Canva, Zoom, and Notion make millions of dollars per month. And the secret they have is SaaS, software as a service. The best part is you can build your own too if you want to make tons of money. Today I'll break down what SaaS actually is, why it is such a powerful business model, what you need to build your own, and how people like you and me are making life-changing money through it. But before we dive into that, I want to share a bit about myself. I'm a software engineer. I'm working in software industry for about 3.5 years. I have done all these certifications, especially I'm a Microsoft Azure Cloud certified architect. And I'm trying to build a SaaS for myself as well. Because I am a fond of building softwares. That's why I've studied this thing. I want to create softwares that can help people and along the way can make a lot of money for me. So I thought, why not just share the things with you as well? In this video, we will discuss 6 things. What is SaaS? Why SaaS is a gold mine? What you need to build your own? And why create a single platform and serve multiple customers? 5 things to get right when you're building it and how you can make tons of money through it. So let's get started. So what is SaaS? It stands for software as a service. It's a way of delivering software application over the internet on a subscription basis. And that can be charged monthly or annually. Instead of buying and installing a software in your computer or on your servers, you just pay for a subscription and then use that application through a browser or a dedicated application. Just think of it like renting an apartment instead of buying a house. It's kind of similar to that. You just pay a recurring fee as long as you want to use it, or you can cancel it whenever you want and you'll be charged till the point you used it. That's it. And all the care is taken by the provider. So the provider is responsible for the cloud and paying for the resources and everything that involves in providing you that service that's actually solving your problem. So that's basically SaaS. And why SaaS is a gold mine? There are few things that make it very precious. Number one, recurring revenue. So you know it's on a subscription basis, and if you have users, you can like predict your revenue because of the number of people that are currently using your subscription. It's one application, one platform, so it's very easy to scale. So there's a very high chances for you. For example, if it's working for 10 to 100 people, that same software can solve problem for 10,000 people, and then you can easily scale it. You just need to like pay for more resources and that's it. So it's very easy to scale. Customers, you can easily onboard new customers. So once you have created your software and everything is automated, you just have to create some documents or videos or whatever. And after that, you just need to market it, nothing else. Once marketed, all the sales are automated. You just have to show someone that your particular SaaS can solve their problem, and they can then sign up, understand, read the documents, frequently ask questions, or maybe you can add an AI chatbot or customer support if it's a complex software and people can get stuck. To unstuck them, you need to have customer support. Then you have global outreach. Global outreach, like anyone who have internet can access your application. If they want a particular problem solved and your software can do it and they have internet connection, that's it. They are your customer. Not everyone is your customer, but the people who want a particular thing done or a problem solved or want to perform a task or whatever. For example, for Canva, someone want to design a logo or a card or a banner or anything. They just sign in, learn how to use it, and it's by maybe some documents or video tutorials that you might create, and after that, that's just done. So you have global reach. You can reach out to as many people as possible just through marketing. So what you need to build a SaaS? I will share you 5 points, but they can be different for different businesses. But if it's a simple business, it can go this way. So you should have a viable business idea and a market. So you should have an idea and a market big enough to make you a lot of money. So you should first research the market, think about that idea, research the market. If the idea is feasible, then you should go to the second thing, creating a minimum viable product, an MVP, a functional and scalable product. when you start building your MVP, like go with the one problem that you want to solve or one thing that people can pay you for. And after that, you can scale if it's working for like 10 or 20 people, then you can like gradually scale it to make like this a little bit bigger. The number three is technology and infrastructure. In SaaS, you need to be very careful with choosing the infrastructure, the right infrastructure. I'll recommend go with the well-known cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud Platform in terms of infrastructure. For technologies, go for the technologies that are well known and like people work on that technology and they are like upgrading themselves as well. So technology will gonna keep you afloat and your infrastructure will gonna keep pushing things because you need to scale, and when you need to scale you need to like have more resources. And if you have a reliable like cloud provider or where you are hosting your applications, you can easily like scale your application. Once it's done, it's not that big of a thing. Number three is sound business strategy. So you should have a very good business strategy in terms of pricing. For example, you should like devise your prices. It should not be that low that you don't make money, and it should not be that high that people don't buy it for, because it's a subscription based model. And you should think of like having more customers, maybe with less like revenue per customer, but having more customer is the key. Then you should also see like whether it's legal, like you're not doing anything that can like get against you. You should add some support as well, like you should be able to support the people who want to use your software. So it should be easy to understand, easy to use. And if it's complex and people want your help, you should have maybe yourself in start and maybe a team of customer support services or something like that to help people get unstuck. Then you need to market it. Marketing is crucial, because if you don't market it and people don't know about it, then you're actually not doing business. So you should have a very good strategy for marketing, like how you're gonna market and what you're gonna need to be like but it costs you to get in front of the people who will gonna pay you for this particular thing. And the last point is continuous improvement and iterations. So never go for a complete product, whatever you're building. I'm a big fan of pre-selling. So like for example, if someone's not paying right now, they're not gonna pay later. So you should try to create a thing that you can sold when you are creating it, and then scale upon it. So once you have created a basic version of your SaaS, then you should just like start getting feedback or start like comparing yourself with the competitors if you have any, or like constantly improve and iteratively build upon it, and like keep adding more features to it, keep improving it. And once you're done, then it's like it's gonna automatically increase in value, like you are adding more to it. Maybe like it's not just adding more, maybe refining the existing functionality as well, but it's like it's continuous improvement. And you should go iteratively as possible. It's like the minimum viable functionality first, and then if it's working, then ask people like why they're using it, how it's working, what needs to be improved, what they need more, and then you keep building more. And then you go back to the first step, and then just like get the requirements, refine them, and then again build it, add it to the product, then market the new features and add them to your pricing tiers. Like for example, if you added a new feature, you can just increase the price or maybe create a new tier for that pricing or that feature list or whatever. But this way you can easily build a SaaS. Why one platform and multiple customers? If you have to build 10 websites for 10 clients, that's gonna be painful, right? Even if the website is same with similar functionalities, each person will gonna tell you a complete different story. You have to interpret it, understand it, and then transform that requirement into a working software. After you'll deploy it, and then you'll maintain it. And maintaining 10 different applications is difficult than maintaining one application. Here comes the concept of one platform. So if you have seen Shopify, and if you know like they like help you creating the e-commerce stores, that's that's a very good example to understand that. A lot of people have different businesses, they work at different scales. So Shopify have different pricing tiers and different subscription plans, you can say. So they tackle all of that. Not everyone need all of Shopify's functionality, so they have different like set of features in a particular subscription plan. and they can help you with that. And that's how a single platform is serving multiple customers and making heck amount of money. That's called multi-tenancy. So you allow a lot of people to use a particular software. You give them their space, they have a particular uh, storage or whatever resources they have, and then they can just utilize that and use the same code base. The code base is same, the application is same, and they just have their own space within that particular software, and they can be all served through that one platform. All the big, like if you've seen Shopify, Wiz, Notion, all of them use SaaS as their business model, and they are providing you software as a service. 5 key things to get right when you're building it. Number one, it should solve a real problem. Your core value proposition should address a significant need of your target audience. In simple words, it should solve a real problem that people want to pay for. Number two, exceptional user experience. Your piece of software should be intuitive, easy to understand, and it should solve the problem quickly. Otherwise, the competition in this market, the SaaS market, is fierce, and you can easily lose customer if your software takes time to solve the problem and the next site can do it quickly. Number three, scalable and reliable architecture. When you build your software or SaaS, you should keep in mind that this will gonna handle growth in future, because if it cannot handle growth, there's no point of building it. And it should be reliable, so that's why you should use the right cloud provider or hosting provider where you host your application, from where it can be accessed all over the internet. Number four, effective customer acquisition. You should make sure there are paying customers right now, and they're gonna be paying customers, because paying customers keep the business afloat. Number five, customer retention and growth. Keep improving or updating your software, and try to engage the customers more so that they spend more time with you, and that's the way you will gonna make more money. And the last point, how to make tons of money through SaaS. Just think of it. You have created a software, okay, and that's not gonna be free. So we'll assign a budget to it. You have $5,000, and $3,000 you spent on the MVP, the minimum viable product, to create the minimum viable functionality so that you can provide the minimum viable value to your customers. And you spend 3,000 just on software development. And for that, you can go on Upwork, LinkedIn, or Facebook groups, if you know how to navigate them, to get to a team of developers, or maybe a single developer who can do all of it, and then get that thing built. And if that's built in 3,000, and I think it can be, you have a piece of software that can be deployed somewhere. And the next 1,000 you spend on an infrastructure. For example, you go to Amazon Web Services or Azure or cloud, and you choose one of them and you deploy your application there. So now you created the application, you deployed it, and the rest 1,000 you spend on marketing. And definitely you have done all the stages that I've told you to do, find the idea, test the market, test everything, understand what you're doing. And if after spending this 5,000, 3,000 on the product, 1,000 on your cloud infrastructure, 1,000 on marketing, and now you're charging, for example, your basic tier is charged at $20 per month. And that's how you're doing it. You might have added some free trial as well, but this is what you're earning from. $20 per month. You have 20 users. How much money you'll have? For example, if you have 10 users and $20 they are paying per month, that's $200. If 20 users paying $20, that's $400. And for example, after doing all the marketing, you reach to 1,000 users, maybe after 3 months. But for example, if you reach to, maybe 1,000 is a bigger number, we'll go with 100. For example, now you have, after 1 or 2 months, you have 100 paying users. So 100 into 20 is $2,000. And in next 2 or 3 months, you'll be having $6,000 to $7,000, which covers your 5,000 initial investment, and you have $1,000 to $2,000 as a profit on table, and that you can reinvest in your product, by talking to your customers, existing customers, what they want refine more, what they want in terms of improvements, or what they want more, so that they can use they can get at the same place, and they don't need to get that from anywhere else. Or maybe you can like search the market again, do some research, and add new features. And that way you can like keep iterating and improving your software, and you can also increase your pricing tiers depending on whatever you can. And then maybe you can like add more ways of selling it, pay as you go. Like as big of your problem is as much time you spend, how many resources you use, maybe you can charge for the add-ons if your product is working, and you can just like add more features and create new pricing tiers anyway. But if you, for example, keep doing, and after a year, for example, even with the same $20 subscription, if you you get to 10,000 users per month, active paying 10,000 users per month, and 10,000 into 20 is 200K. So it's $2.4 million a year. So you can easily get to millions of dollars if you build it right, do all the things that it takes to like get it properly tested, and then people are like actually getting benefited from it, and there's a real value that's being delivered. You can like literally make tons of money through this thing. I'm also trying to build few. I've like tried one, but that just has not worked out. So I'm like still figuring out what I need to improve and what I need to do to like make the right one. I'm still searching the market. So I'm no guru, first of all. I'm just like learning and sharing my things. So when you do it, there can be more steps. There can be more things that you need to do. It can be different for different industries to when you target it. Maybe for some industries, more in terms of like spending on research, like medicines and everything, than on anything else later on. Or for some industries, like more on marketing because the product is cheap, but the marketing is more, and then the production of it. So it depends on these factors. But wherever you are, giving it a try, I guess, is best thing. And I will definitely recommend you to self-learn as well. It's just not like learning from internet or seeing something, but it's also learning from the internet. Maybe you can go on AI platforms like ChatGPT, Gemini AI, or anyone that you use, or maybe just go on the Google. There's a lot of heck of information available that can help you, that can benefit you in building your own SaaS, building your first SaaS product. So best of luck on the journey. Thanks for watching.